there, welcome. It's Christina Johnson here, and if you are in the habit of snacking late at night or eating after dinner, having dessert before bed, then today's video is for you because I want to talk about 6 different reasons why it is so incredibly helpful to stop eating by 7 p.m. So, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I work with women all the time in the Emerge Weight Loss program who are trying to lose weight, but they struggle with snacking at night. And it really can be a big obstacle that stops them from losing weight and also feeling as good as they want to as well. Because it's really challenging to break that habit of wanting something sweet after dinner, or sitting on the couch at night and wanting to just mindlessly eat some popcorn or chips or crackers, or having that nightly bowl of ice cream right before you go to bed. We get in the habit and we have those things, and it's really hard to break that. And even people who have the best of intentions of doing everything they can to lose weight, things can kind of start to feel like they fall apart at night. So I'm curious, will you let me know? Just put a me in the comments if you are a nighttime snacker. I know that I definitely have been one before, and it's something that I really do keep a close eye on because I don't want to get back into that habit of snacking late at night. So put a me in the comments if you can relate, if you are a nighttime snacker, and then let's dive in. So before I start the 6 reasons why it's so helpful to stop eating by 6, I do want to give just a really quick caveat. And that is, my style is not to give one-size-fits-all advice for everyone. Because I really believe when you're on your health and weight loss journey that we all have something a little bit different that works the best for us. Based on your body and your genetics and your food preferences and your work schedule and your lifestyle and whether or not you have kids, all of those things that play a role in what type of weight loss lifestyle is going to be most sustainable for you. So then, as always, when I'm giving this advice to stop eating by 7, just know that 7 p.m. is a really good general rule of thumb for most people. It is a great time to stop eating for night. But I also know that, maybe you have a later work schedule. Maybe your life is just a little bit different and it's sometimes difficult to stop eating by 7. So you might need to adjust the timing a little bit, but overall, it really is ideal to eat earlier rather than later. It just works best with our body's natural rhythm and circadian rhythm. And it really is ideal to have at least 3 hours before bed when you're not eating or drinking things with calories. Okay, so that's the caveat. So let's dive in and look at the 6 reasons why it's so helpful to stop eating by 7 p.m. So number 1 is that it gives your body a chance to get into fat burning mode and to burn stored body fat. So you might have heard or be familiar with the idea of intermittent fasting, and that's just, giving your body an extended period of time where you're not eating. And so if you think about it, if you stop eating by 7 p.m. or, even 6 or 6:30, but let's say 7, and then you don't eat breakfast again until 7 a.m., then you're giving your body a 12-hour fast. If you don't eat breakfast till 8, then it's a 13-hour fast. And so the benefit of this is that, when you're constantly consuming food, your body's always having to work on digestion, and your body always has this steady stream of calories to burn for energy. But if you go 12 hours without eating, then it gives your body time to start going to stored body fat and to start burning that body fat for energy instead of just burning the food that you're eating. So it really is extremely helpful to give yourself an extended window of time where you're not eating, not consuming calories. And so that's one great benefit of not eating after 7. A second one is, and this one is really interesting, but it's believed that it can also help train your body to burn fat more efficiently. And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to just burn a little extra fat a little more efficiently? Because that's, obviously so helpful towards weight loss goals. So there was a study done at the Perelman School of Medicine, I think I'm saying that right, but they did a study where they looked at 2 different groups of people, and each of the groups of people ate the same amount of food, like the same number of calories. But one group had to finish eating by 7 p.m. So they ate, I think it was between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. The other group could eat well after 7 p.m. And what they found is that the group that ate after 7, they gained weight compared to the group that stopped eating by 7. And remember, both groups were eating the same amount of food. So it's not just about how many calories you're eating. There's so many other factors that go into whether or not we lose weight. And so kind of what the researchers concluded is that it seems like when we're eating earlier, your body is more efficient at burning that food for energy versus storing it as fat. Okay, so that's a good one. Number 3, this is a really, really big one. If you struggle at all with sleep and energy, stopping eating by 7 p.m. can really help you get a better night's sleep. And there are so many reasons for this. It kind of bleeds into like reason number 4 and 5 that we'll go over too. But just in general, if you think about it, when you eat, it takes a lot of energy for your body to digest food. It's an energy intensive process. And so, if you're eating close to bed, your body's having to work on digestion then while you're sleeping. But if you stop eating 3 hours before bed, you're giving your body a really great start on getting a lot of the digestive process going so that you don't have to do that while you're sleeping. Plus, the later that you eat, obviously, you could have more food that just stays in your small intestines. You're more likely to have indigestion and heartburn, which can impact sleep. And another big issue is that when you eat closer to bedtime, at night, our body's already, our blood sugar can be a little bit more sensitive. And so your blood sugar is more likely to have imbalances if you're eating closer to bed. And those blood sugar imbalances really can impact your sleep. They can cause you to wake up in the middle of the night, for example. So there's just a lot of ways that eating too close to bed can interfere with our sleep. And then the other thing I really have to mention here is alcohol. So I know a lot of people believe that when you're drinking, that it can help you sleep better. Like you fall asleep faster, you get more tired. And that may be true, but what all the research shows is that it actually has a negative impact on the quality of our sleep. So it really is ideal not to drink alcohol, at least an hour or 2 before bed, because that will impact the quality and the restfulness of the sleep that you get. Okay, number 4 is when you stop eating by 7 p.m., it allows your body's natural detoxification system to work better while you're sleeping. So if you think about it, while you're sleeping, your body has all these different jobs that it's doing. Your body is trying to detoxify from all the toxins and all the food and everything you ate during the day. But also while you're sleeping, your body is in this process of repairing and healing and, trying to get rid of cells that are damaged or old. And so it really is a time for our body to heal and to repair itself. And when we eat too close to bed, it's impairing those systems from happening. And so we're not getting a lot of the restorative health benefits of sleep when you eat so close to bedtime. Okay, and then number 5, this kind of ties in with the last 2 reasons, but you will wake up feeling a lot more refreshed. So when you stop eating by 7 or so, you will get a better, more restful night's sleep, which means that you'll wake up in the morning feeling more refreshed, ready to get out of bed and ready to go. Plus, the other issue is that if you're eating especially a lot of, sugar or processed foods or processed carbs before bed, those kinds of foods can be inflammatory. And so then you're actually increasing the level of inflammation before going to bed, before your body is trying to rest and repair. So your body has more work to do while you're sleeping. And so really what I find for a lot of people is that they really do get better sleep and wake up feeling refreshed in the morning when you're not snacking at night. Especially, let's be honest, when we're snacking at night, it's usually not vegetables and hummus. Some people, yes, you might be, but for the majority of us, that's not what we want to snack on before bed. I guess I should just say one quick caveat there too, is when you wake up in the morning, if you are having extra inflammation from what you're eating, you can kind of tell because you might be a little bit more puffy, you might have more water retention, you might be more stiff and achy, and those are some of the signs that there's some inflammation going on. Okay, and then number 6. So the last reason, and this is an obvious one, but you're really going to be able to cut back a lot of overeating. So, most of us, when we're eating before bed, Ideally, we're eating a really good balanced breakfast, lunch, and dinner so that we're not hungry at night. And so that food that you're eating at night, it's not food that your body needs for energy, for fuel. And so it's just extra food. And extra food can turn into fat on your body. And so by not snacking and not eating after 7 p.m., you're cutting out like a lot of extra snacking and overeating, food that your body doesn't require for energy, which means that it will just be easier to lose weight because of that reason as well. So hopefully I am giving you lots of food for thought here, lots of reasons why it's so helpful to stop eating at 7 p.m. And so I'm curious, are you willing to give this a try? Put a yes in the comments if you are willing to close the kitchen at 7 p.m. and stop eating. Let me know. And if you already do this, let me know that as well and how it works for you. But as I said before, I know that it's easier said than done. It can be really difficult to cut or to break that nighttime snacking habit. And, in my experience working with lots of women over the years who are trying to lose weight but struggle with nighttime snacking, I've seen that there are 8 main eating personality types that lead to nighttime snacking. And so what I've done is I've created a guide with a little quiz so that you can take the quiz and figure out what your eating personality type is. Because when you know what your eating personality type is, then I have a roadmap that will give you guidelines on how we address that so that it's easier to cut back on the nighttime snacking. Because really, if you're just relying on motivation and willpower and hoping it will be better tonight, that's not a great long-term strategy. You probably are already aware of that. And so what I found is, again, this isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. So we want to figure out what is your unique eating personality type that causes you to want to eat at night. And then based on that, let's figure out a plan specific to you and your type to help get rid of that nighttime snacking so that you sleep better, get into fat burning mode, and just feel better overall. So if you want me to send you that guide, it's called Which Type of Nighttime Snacker Are You? I'm happy to send that to you so that you can figure out your eating personality type. Why don't you just in the comments put in personality type, and then I will reach out to you and get you that guide so that you can kind of diagnose what's going on for yourself. So let me know if you want that personality type in the comments and I'll reach out. And if you have any questions about nighttime snacking, feel free to let me know. Just put that in the comments as well. So thanks so much for watching today. If you have any questions, let me know and we will talk again soon. Bye for now.